this video, what I want to speak to you about is how to open your chakras. And so this is a very detailed discussion. And so what I'd like to say to you, because I was really intuitively pulled to do this series on the chakra systems, this is going to be a 9-week series, because what I am realizing more than ever is that you and I are in the great awakening. And so this series that I'm providing you, and for today, I'm talking about how to open your chakras, and I'll introduce you to the chakras, what a chakra is, how do you open your chakras. And this is about you staying bright and light and opening to your power during very challenging, contractive, confusing, fearful times. I'm so excited. Whoever's here, please comment. I'd love to see who's here. I'm excited to have you here today, because I'm opening up a beautiful series, because we are in officially, I got it in my shower a couple of days ago. I was like, I'm going to label this series The Great Awakening, because that's what's happening right now. And let me tell you, what we need to put out there is positive stuff, but positive stuff that's going to give you the tools that you need right now to navigate what's happening. Okay, so let's talk about how to open your chakras. Because when you learn how to open your chakras, what you're actually allowing yourself to do is allowing your soul, the brightness of your soul, to shine through. Now, I have been a yogini, gosh, how many years? Since 1998. So I don't know how many years that actually is, maybe 20 or something like that, and a very dedicated yogini. I've gotten certified. I was a yoga teacher. Now I'm a divine feminine educator. It's everything about embodiment, and really embodying your soul, the brightness of your soul, your spirit inside your body. I believe that's the opportunity that we are being given right now. So the Great Awakening, how to survive these challenging times, is to open your chakras so that you can wake up. Wake up from this illusionary world of fear that we're living in. Wake up from the programming and the limiting beliefs that we've been faced with and injected with as we have lived in this world. So let me talk about the chakra systems. This is going to be one of 9 series, 9 weeks, where I will be talking. I'm going to introduce you to the chakras today. Next week, we're going to be talking about the 7 different chakras. These are the main 7 chakras. And then the subsequent weeks, I'll go through every single chakra. It's chakra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that you can have a greater understanding of what this is all about, and how you will benefit, how you will become more awake, awake and aware, more alive, more happy, more centered in your heart, more connected to those you love, a greater understanding of where you are supposed to be in your life and how that relates to your connection to everybody else. So that's how powerful the chakras are. Like I said, this is an in-depth study. So this is just the intro. Stay tuned, because for the next 9 weeks, during this really crazy time astrologically and politically, I want you to focus on expansion. I want you to focus on not letting yourself get down, and learn how to be bright in this world. It's worth doing, right? Okay, so what are chakras? Chakras are energy wheels. It's a yogic term, and Sanskrit meaning wheels. These are wheels of energy in your body, up and down the length of your spine. And each chakra, there are 7 of them, and each chakra holds within them information for your spiritual maturation. So how do you open your chakras? And a lot of times what you'll have is you'll have some chakras that are wide open and other chakras that are really shut down. A woman that loses herself in relationship has her heart chakra way open, but therefore she must have other chakras. Maybe she has her self-esteem chakra shut down. So it's really a matter of bringing strength and balance to each of your chakras so that you can become whole, so that you can become empowered. So what are these chakras? They're energy systems in your body up and down the spine. How do you open your chakras? Well, the first step is to learn about them, bring awareness to them. And then there are exercises that you can do, breath, movement, sound exercises to bring more energy in and through and around them. Because what happens is these chakras shut down, they get stuck. For example, the sex chakra in our culture is filled with shame, and shame is the heaviest energy there is. Your heart chakra can be filled with rage or lack of forgiveness, but what it really wants to radiate is love. You see, there's a positive and negative expression to every chakra. And so it's up to you as an individual during your journey through life to mature through these chakras and heal yourself and adopt positive expressions through these chakras. So it's complex. It's very complex, but it's a journey of you reclaiming your body as sacred and understanding that your body is your soul's vehicle to bring you through this lifetime. It's literally your schoolroom for you to learn who you are beyond your personality, who you are beyond, like, for example, I'm Anna-Thea, but I'm something greater than that. Who am I beyond what my ego says who I am? Anna-Thea, the divine feminine educator, right? All right, so understanding your chakras, understanding that there are 7 of them, the basic ones. There are more, but for this beginner guide to chakras, there's 7 basic chakras, and each chakra holds within it unique information for you to spiritually grow. For you not only to spiritually grow, but to empower yourself in your life and in your world and in your relationships. All right, so let me see. What else do I want to include in this? So I want to give you just a general overview of all the chakras. Each chakra holds within it areas of potentiality, areas of empowerment, areas of negative expression and positive expression, right? So the first chakra is at the base of your spine. The second chakra is at your sex center, your genitals. The third chakra, and I'm not actually, you can't see my hands, but your third chakra is right at your belly button, where you were corded to your mother in the womb. That's your emotional power center. The fourth chakra is the heart center, your ability to love. Your fifth chakra is your throat chakra, your ability to speak your truth. Your sixth chakra is your intuitive center, your ability to connect and follow and trust your intuition. And your seventh chakra is your chakra that is connected to the divine, but also to your higher self. So I'm going to start from the top and work down again. Your seventh chakra is the chakra that's connected to the divine. You know, when you're a baby and you have that soft spot, that is evidence of this energy. You have just come from heaven, right? Just come from spirit source. And there is your soft spot right there as a baby. And then as you get, soon after that, the skull grows together and it closes up. But you still have that, it's called the crown chakra. It's your connection not only to the divine and to the universe and universal truth, but it's also your connection to your higher self and your highest self as you bring that in. Your future self. So every morning when I do my meditations, I connect to my higher self. I invite my higher self into my body. Yes. Okay, so that's the seventh chakra. You can do this with me. The sixth chakra is your third. I don't know why it's your third eye. Well, I do know why they call it your third eye, because here's two. And how do you awaken your third eye? How do you open your third eye, your sixth chakra? By closing the other two. We really believe what we see is reality, but it's just an illusion. So you need to awaken your sixth chakra and trust your intuition and learn how to follow your intuition, your inner guidance, your divine guidance. Okay, so that's the sixth. The fifth chakra is your throat chakra. And boy, oh boy, this gets really stuck for people. We are living in a culture where it's very difficult for us to speak our truth. And this is culturally and even currently a metaphor for us not to be able to speak our truth for many reasons. And I'm going to be going into that in more detail when I talk about the throat chakra. So the fifth chakra is about speaking your truth. The fourth chakra is about your ability to love and, and to have compassion. But it's the ability to love not only yourself, but others in perfect balance and harmony. Okay? But the heart chakra can hold a lot of grief and sadness. So this is the middle chakra too. It's a very, very important chakra. Below that, and I'm going to bring my screen down here. I love sitting on the ground. Below that is your third chakra, right? And your third chakra is right where your belly button is. And that is your chakra of self-esteem. You know, when you get that weird feeling in your stomach, it's because you're needing to come to your rescue and say, you're perfect, whole, and complete just the way you are. That's your center of your emotions, and that's your sense of self and self-esteem. Below that is your sex center, right? And that is your ability to honor yourself and others, and to honor your sexuality. It's also the sex, power, and money chakra, which I'll be talking more about as we go forward. And then the first chakra, that was the second chakra. The first chakra is your root chakra. It's at your tailbone, and it goes right into Mother Earth. And that's your sense of calm, your sense of groundedness. All of us on the planet, probably our first chakras, are very destabilized right now. You know, when you look at chakras, if you've ever seen pictures of chakras, you see them as these color spots up and down the length of the spine, right? But I want to show you, and similar to this, I'm going to show you some pictures here. So this is maybe what you might have seen, but if you look closer, you're going to see little like funnels going in. They go in. So you have the front of your chakra and the back of your chakra. You have the front of your heart and the back of your heart. Have you ever had like a weird feeling in the back of the middle of your back? I know I have, like tightness there. That's our inability to receive love. We think that the chakras are all here in the front side of our body, but they're not. They're little, and I'm going to show you this other picture. When I saw this picture years ago, I just loved this one because we see it very one-dimensional if we see these pictures of the chakras. But look at that. We are energy walking around. The crown chakra is up to the heavens. The root chakra is down to Mother Earth. You are literally a conduit bringing heaven to earth. As you unlock and unblock and open all of these chakras, that's the power of the chakra system. But what's happened, and what is happening, is that we are stuck in what's called the lower triangle. So what is the lower triangle? It's the first three chakras, the first, second, and third chakra. The first chakra is our ability to feel safe in the world. Our second chakra is about sex, power, and money, and what we do with our sexuality to manipulate and control that to feel safe. And then the third chakra is our sense of self-esteem. And in our society's evolution right now, we are trying to bust open to the heart chakra. But many of us have issues of not feeling safe, using sexuality, or struggling with money issues, or not feeling empowered. That's the second chakra. We've sacrificed sex for security, for one example. We haven't honored our sexuality. So this is all issues around, and this plays out in relationships. And then the third chakra is just that we matter. Knowing, your third chakra is knowing that you matter. And so when we can work those issues and bring heart energy down to those issues, and then it opens our heart, and then our ability to speak our truth, our ability to follow our own intuition and guidance, and our ability to connect to our higher self and the divine. That's how magical these chakras are. But most of us, many of us, are still stuck in what is the lower triangle, the first, second, and third chakra. But this is our journey. Right now, we are in what I call the Great Awakening. So as you take this time with me for the next this session, the next 8 sessions, to learn about the chakras, I will help you to literally awaken to your aliveness, to awaken to your power, and to learn how to expand into your brightness. We need you to do that right now. We're going to do it together. Expand into your brightness during these very challenging and transformational times. So be with me for this next time period and start understanding the energy that you hold. And if you're feeling blocked, if you're feeling worried, if you're feeling fearful or anxiety, it's okay. That energy is coming up for you to hold and free yourself from it. You don't need it any longer. It's such a beautiful journey. Yes, and I'm going to tell you, if you're not worried, if you're not scared, if you don't have a little bit of anxiety, I want you to know that's normal and natural. Right before this live, I was smelling smoke, and I am in California. So facing the fear and facing it and expanding into it, and knowing that you are safe, knowing that your sexuality is sacred. That's knowing you are safe, knowing your sexuality is sacred, and then knowing that you matter. When you work on those first 3 chakras, magic will happen. And I'll continue discussing this. Next week, what I'm going to be talking about is I'm going to be talking about the actual 7 chakras in a little bit more detail and what you need to know about each one. And then after that, I'll be doing the first chakra and going into detail, giving you some exercises for that. The second chakra, going into detail, giving you some exercises, and so on. All right. Are you ready for the journey? I am so excited because right now, especially, people can jump on the fear bandwagon. And I want you to jump on the expansion bandwagon with me and really choose the journey of the Great Awakening. And I'll guide you through it. All right. This was a spiritual assignment. You know, I follow my intuition, and my intuition said, pull out those chakra articles that you wrote back in 2016, freshen them up, and do lives about them. And that's what I'm doing now. So I hope you really enjoy this. Tell other people, because you know what? We need to be putting good stuff out, not stuff about fear. There's a lot of misinformation and confusion. Step away from all of that right now and listen to good things. Listen to things that are going to empower you. And that's why it's important for me to put this information out. Because We need that good information. And it's your choice whether you listen to the good information and tools to navigate these times, or whether you listen to information that's going to disempower you and make you fearful and scared. All right, so before I get off, I want to ask a few things. Please come back next week. I'm going to be going into a little bit more detail about each of the 7 chakras and what you need to know. Also, in this video, above or below, there is a couple of links. One of them is a link to a chakra meditation. It's just a beginner chakra meditation, but even if you click on that link, you are going to get color therapy. It is beautiful. And if you use the coupon code half off, you can get my guided meditation for $10. So I want you to really check that out. And I take you through this beautiful, really just simple, gentle, guided meditation through your body from the top to the bottom to bring that divine energy into your body and let you know that you are safe. And then there's a link to the article that's associated with this live or this video, which goes into more detail about what I spoke about. And then the last thing I want to say is, please, if you enjoyed this video, share it. Share it out to other people that you care about. Maybe people that are suffering from a little bit of anxiety and worry during these times. Because this is the great awakening. And this is a time to go deeply inward and shine brightly outward. Because everything else is an illusion. All right, let's take the journey together. I'll see you next week. Have a beautiful week. Namaste.